This is the fourth in the series called Intimate, and this one is called The King. There's this part of society and culture where we're made to feel important if we know someone famous or high up in the world, someone that we can say is our friend. We sometimes watch this show on network TV called Father Brown. And in one episode recently, a boy band in the 1950s shows up in the main character's small town, and a lady there realizes that she knows one of these boys. He used to live there and play with her son, so imagine her surprise when this famous boy now comes up and hugs her as he steps off the bus with girls screaming all around. All of a sudden, this woman's mundane life had been elevated in a moment's time because someone famous was her friend. It made her feel good to know this young boy that was now esteemed so highly. Proverbs has so many standalone quotes, but then there are some surrounded by bookends to hold up the quote. And this is one of them. We read that one who loves purity of heart and has grace on his lips, the king will be his friend. That's chapter 22, verse 11. And it starts out the chapter by saying, a good name is more desirable than riches. Remember, Job loved that he had a good name in the city, but we also read in Proverbs that humility is the fear of the Lord, and its wages are riches, honor, and life. One cannot have a good name and be proud to proclaim. One must be humble and full of grace. Our verse today says, a pure heart and lips full of grace, the king will be his friend. Who's our king? The King of Kings. And of course, we want to be his friend, and he counts us as a friend as well. But we don't want to be his friend so that others can then point and say what a good name and a good life we have. We want them to see our humility and grace, the marks of being a friend with the king. Our kids go to sports camp every summer at the University of Texas, and they get their picture taken with famous athletes and coaches. It's an honor we all feel if we get to stand beside someone who's achieved so much in our eyes. I admit that years ago I stood in line with my husband to wait for a TV show taping to end in New York City so that we could get a glimpse of the stars. We did. It was nothing exciting, and they drove off. Were we their friend? No. Did seeing this esteemed person enhance our lives? No. And yet we all have this longing to be known and to know someone of high esteem. There's no one with higher position and honor than our King, and yet it's because of his love and sacrifice, his death and conquering of death, that he's high and lifted up. God exalted his Son to sit beside him where we're invited as well, and yet we seek for earthly seats and spaces beside humans with great honor. We all want a good name to follow us, but we also desire riches. Can we have both? Not without purity of heart and lips of grace, and it's then that we're the King's friend. And guess what? We can't attain either of those without him, the true friend that shares all the good with us. So what does purity of heart and lips of grace look like? It's not, like we said last time, a heart that accuses God, but one that rests in the knowledge that no plan of his can be thwarted. It's a heart that doesn't pine after others, but remains true to only worshiping him. And the lips of grace, well, they offer kind words instead of harsh judgment. Grace actually overflows out of a pure heart, and we can't have either of those until we've received that same grace and purity from him. The friend who gave his life for us so that we can then be friends with the King. He's not an unapproachable king. He's not hiding behind closed doors and only steps out when crowds appear. He's not the friend that grants an obligatory photo shot because you adore him. He's the King that wants to be our friend in heart and word forever and ever. A pure heart, lips of grace, equal friend to the King. Makes me smile just thinking about it, doesn't it you? And the cool thing is that all who love him have this honor. We walk in the knowledge of who he is in times of abundance and lack, and our hearts become unencumbered by self-seeking accolades in favor of God, exalting worship. Our lips become less of spewing out woe is me laments in favor of oh too wonderful you are proclamations. And it all happens just because the King calls us his friend.